Hi, I'd like to make a complaint with this game. I don't know what the Hug Fiona button is. Hey everybody, welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we got here to Colony Mew and recruited Fiona. And I feel so bad about Fiona. Like, why can't I just hug you all the time? And this time, we're going to be picking up our last party member for the time being, our last hero for the time being. And it will be quite the adventure to get there. But first things first, we're gonna...
This thing here, and...
We're just gonna bump some things up.
Okay.
So, whether this is going to work is... the class that we're about to get, and I'll just say this ahead of time, it gets a lot of buffs from... Well, it's... The way it can do pretty much anything is by beating unique monsters. So the same day that this video uploads, I will also have a video with the location of every unique monster up to the Cadenzia region. Probably around the level 50 area. I don't know if I'll go too far beyond that, but lots of every unique monster up to this point, in order of level. And also have marked what they all give. Got a yellow container here, fancy, real fancy. But yeah, we got some exploratorium to do, and I do not remember which islands are which. So, there's one island that we have to get to before anything else, before we can start this quest off more properly. The quest here is... this hero quest is quite a bit going on. Give me a moment. It's not really helping me out with where these are. There's some maps online that you can just look up, but we'll figure out which one it is. We got 3 options basically,
Might as well, yeah?
and we'll pop in as land for our signifier class. Use that a little bit. And out we zoom to find out exactly which island it is that we have to get to. I'll probably recognize it by when we get to it, just by what the area looks like. Fittingly for this game having such a big, expansive ocean, there are a lot more, well, water-based enemies compared to what you normally have in a lot of the other Xenoblade games. Things like Shooks aren't normally, Gyarks, I don't know, a bunch of names. Shooks, Gyarks, okay, so we are over here. Lots of enemy types that you don't really see in any of the other games. Now, I believe it is this one that we are meant to be at?
That looks like a good
Maybe? I think it might be that this is where we end up going later on in the quest, but right now, yeah, okay. It is good to grab that for right now because this is where we'll end up going back to, but it's not where we need to go right now, which makes things very difficult. Yeah. I don't particularly want to pick up any quests that we don't need to right now. We'll zoom past, like, kind of, I think, is it this? Might be this one. Doesn't really seem to be much else on this island. And if I recall what the trigger for this quest is, I think this should be it. I hope so. Got a big old quest marker right here. Yes, okay. This is the right one. Cool, cool.
A Veronis? What's it doing here?
Doesn't look like it's after us, somehow. Wanna follow? Even better, let's make a big sign saying, "We're idiots, please shoot us." You what?
Give it a rest, Lance. So, what's the plan? Noah?
Right. Since it's a Veronis, it'll doubtless have a bunch of people enslaved to a flame clock.
They might not be too happy to see us, though.
We'd be lucky if that was all. Consoles, or rather Mobius, could be there too.
True. Which is why, whether we follow them or not, we need to think carefully.
Alright, there we go. Now we can pop on over to Hargan Point. I remembered what the area looked like for actually starting the quest, but you need to trigger that cutscene first. So we are good at that point. So in we go. And there is that Veronis.
Look! There! Is that... Didn't we see that Veronis before? At Ishan Isle?
So then, that means Mobius might be over there.
They could attack us at any time. Let's proceed with caution.
Ha! Visitors, eh?
A sparking Mobius.
What an impulsive pair ye two make. Anyway, cool your heads and have some grub with me.
Grub?
You need food if you want energy. Don't go telling me you don't eat now.
Yeah, get real. What's this deal?
But you're all skin and bones, the lot of you. Right, laddie?
All right, steady on. Anyhow, I'm not even hungry.
I'm not gonna bite your heads off, pipsqueaks. Don't just stand there.
What do we do?
I guess we can't just ignore him.
I do love the sea, so I'm taking this thing on a trip.
Mobius? On a trip?
Of course, a man's life is a long journey. Walk your path without a destination, and you'll get little encounters like this one.
Yeah, if you think we're gonna trust a Mobius, you're off your rocker, man.
Ho ho! Sounds like you're in an awful pickle and no mistake. What a disaster for ye. But you see, Mobius I may be, but I don't got any orders regarding ye. I'm a free agent, says I. Anyway, there are things on the sea so tasty they'll make you weep, along with some gigantic monsters. So I arranged for them to be here. Things you landlubbers would never dream of.
You mean you're mixing the colony up in all this? Just so you can have a bit of fun?
Guess you're right. I just love watching the sea from a Faranis, truth be told. Therefore, free agent that I be, I work as Colony 15's consul with a spot of moonlighting as the commander. The other Mobius tell me rubbish like your name is T. Perhaps it's fate I met up with you lot. So if you please, you can call me Captain Triton.
Somebody tell me what's happening?
Captain Triton, I get what you're saying, I do, but...
Noah, you ain't humouring this windbag.
Indeed. Can't listen to any words from this man's mouth. His crazy, reckless schemes will get friends dead, smashed to pieces.
And what? Once I get an idea, I have to put it in motion. Otherwise, nothing around here would happen.
The captain's awesome. He might be an ugly lump, but he can smash a big monster clear into next year.
Well, I like a good challenge. So we spend a chunk of time going around it. Wait, who you calling ugly?
Whether they're in the sea or the sky, we find big nasties and biff them up good.
Right. Gotcha.
You definitely called me ugly.
Look, Mia, we're better off keeping away from this lot. You can't be best pals with a Mobius.
Come now, young buck, you only just arrived. Fancy a little contest.
A contest?
The wind brings me a couple of rumors, such as all of ye being pretty capable. Seeing fellow warriors always gets me fired up. So, it be contest time.
What are you on about? No way I'm doing that.
Scared, eh?
Eh?
Aye, you're lily-livers. Ha! Guess Ouroboros just run away with their tails between their legs. That right? Ha! Lily-liver!
Who are you calling lily-livered?
Just leave it, Lance. You're wasting your time bothering with someone like him.
Must be nice for you, leaving one foot out the door so the sparks won't fall on you when there's trouble. You're frightened of getting knocked down, so you're making out like you're warning him. You trying to save face or something? Be you so scared of Mobius? That's lily-livered, or my name's not Captain Triton.
I'll give you lily-livered.
It's settled then. Been looking for someone hot-blooded. Happy? Make the preparations. Men of the Sea, Triton's Triple Challenge.
By power vested in Appy, Appy will now explain rules of contest.
Huh? You mean we're actually going through with this?
Rules are simple. In vicinity of Colony 15, there are 3 islands. Each island have specific challenge. Team that solves challenge fastest wins points.
If that's all we need to do, this will be incredibly simple.
I totally thought this was going to be a big punch-up.
Gah! Where's your sense of romance? Ain't no contest in a straight-up fistfight.
For friends' informations, Colony 15 soldiers wait on each island to observe contest. Contest teams are all of Friends' team versus the captain and 3 others.
Hey, so we have a bigger team. Doesn't seem fair.
Ye be guests, you see. I'll accept a handicap by way of hospitality.
Oh, are you having a laugh?
Ignore it. He's just provoking you.
A man doesn't go back on his word. Now then, all of you, get to it!
Friends prepared? First challenge is at Ishan Isle. Talk to Ronya to find out more. Let contest begin.
And so a contest shall begin in doing it my way.
This is our first time.
I mentioned last episode that I thought Irma was one of the better members of Mogus. Out of the main characters, she's definitely in my top 3. Triton's my number 2. I love Triton so much. He's a big old weirdo. Please don't lose the captain, friends. Abby will never hear end of it. I got thrown off. The Nopon was actually speaking in a full sentence. I love Triton so much. He's so goofy, but also his class is a pain in the ass. Goofy but a pain in the ass, according to the members of the colony. That's pretty accurate. And yeah, that's I was wondering why it said Marigna, and that would explain it. Because, well, it's a marine igna. Excuse me. Your boat can't do much in combat at all. It's just for transportation. But luckily, you are completely able to fight in the... you're able to completely fight in the open, in the water, in the open seas, as you might have it. Triton's voice will be easy for me to get. Just a pirate. Hello, Anya. There you are, landlubbers. The challenge for this island is simple. You have to show us your brawn. Brawn? Welcome to Men of the Sea, the Brawny Deep. There are some beasties in this area known as Gyarks. You have to bring down 4 of them. It goes without saying it, the first to do so wins the challenge. What are you standing around for? Get to it! And no, shut up, Mutters, boss. I'm sure thing.
New folks on the map.
So we got 4 Gyarks all around the isle, level 47 apiece.
Let's play this smart.
They shouldn't be all too terribly difficult. And we can just throw out an Oriole, which gives us accuracy up. That's adequate. We're not really in the, we're not fully in the market for it, but we'll still take it. Anyways, these fights pretty simple. I'll just cut these out because I already know that I'm going to have to do a lot with this class. And anyways, so since these are literally just level 47 generic monsters, I'm not concerned about skipping this up. When we have an interesting fight, yeah, sure, but these are not interesting fights.
We are so winning this.
I couldn't agree more.
I don't think this should be terribly necessary to mention, but just in case, there is no time limit. It is just, you do the mission. You're not timed on it. You're rarely ever actually timed on things. I think it's really only challenge mode that there is actually a timer.
This is really good.
But, you know, it's something. Hello, Ronya.
And we're done. Did we win?
I saw it all. Maybe aren't such landlubbers. You're late, Captain. I'm afraid that means you lose.
Looks like you're all mouth and no trousers, eh, Captain? Look at you. You're knackered. Who's taking the handicap now, eh?
I must have ate a bad shrimp or something. That be all. Now on to the next one. And don't ye even think about backing out now. Set a course for Daedal Isle.
Who's backing out? We're the ones kicking his ass.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say kicking his ass. Where what we're we've had one challenge that we've won in a best of 3. So, we win the next one, maybe. But, for now, I'd just say that this is normal. We've beat him in one challenge. We got more to do yet. Oh, the boundary's wibbling. Oh, Riku's not a good pilot. I, for a moment, entirely forgot what the word pilot was. That it was a word that existed. Perhaps it doesn't exist. What even are words, if you think about it? Don't think about it, that's a dumb question. Hello, Lukahu. Ahoy! Welcome to the next challenge! Men of the sea, booty calls! Bring me high quality booty and I'll judge it! Booty? Exactly, I need the most valuable booty on this island. Keep using that word. Yeah, we don't know what you mean or what's on this island. Surely you could send us after something a little more concrete. Booty is booty! Can't tell good booty when you see it, then we're done here. Alright, fine, we'll do it. Is that a thing then? Group talk? Yeah, group talk. Booty? I love this quest so much. It's just so goofy. I do not recall if there is a rest spot here. So, we are just going to go the easy way and go to an entirely different island, talk about it there, then come back to the island that we started at, and, you know, perfectly reasonable, of course.
No one can fight on empty batteries.
Booty?
Oh yeah, we were gonna talk about that thing.
I'm not 100% certain what booty is. It's like treasure. Yeah, maybe something shiny? Maybe something I found valuable, probably. Good point. I think you might be onto something there. Something valuable, like something that's been around longer than us, like 100 times older than us. Like what? You're saying a handful of rocks is more valuable than us? Friend's wrong! Treasure is clearly food so delicious to make whole face fall off! I don't know, food's kind of subjective. Different people like different things. I don't think we're going to agree on anything. Instead of finding out what's right, why don't we just collect everything? So simple, I love it! Let's get a wriggle on! British phrases. I don't get them.
Let's bounce.
So, on we pop back on over to Daedal Isle. Daedal. And we got plenty of things that we are in need of collectionifying. Oh boy, Urkons are back. My favorite enemies from Xenoblade 2. But hey, at the very least we got some, I think these are Plambuses. Are these Plambi?
Shall we tango?
That would be a dangerous foe.
I think yes, but also that's a level 75, so he will not be included in our little segment that we'll have later on about all of, yeah, they are Plambuses, about all the unique monsters up to this point. And I think level 50 is a nice cutoff point.
Be sure to tuck it away.
Grab a yum coconut.
They're too strong. Retreat.
I was about to say, I hope wisps aren't aggressive. It's a weird thing to be aggressive because it's basically a firefly, but alright. Sure. Like, Plambus, sure, I can see that. They're real big bugs, okay? Like, whatever. Big beastie boy. But the wisps, that's one that I'm not fully certain on. Those ones, yeah, because they're got an ether sphere.
I don't like our chances.
We appear to be at a dead end. Huh. Yeah, let's just die. We're getting anywhere from that. I see, we should go over this way. I've mentioned this before. Actually, like, try to remember to use the quest route. I always forget about it, so... When you remember it exists, it's very handy. Problem is, I don't usually remember it exists. Because I'm stubborn, I want to find things out my own way. And also I'm just used to... I don't believe Xenoblade 2 had it. So you gotta find your own way through everything. You gotta work yourself up by your bootstraps, you see. We can probably...
Is this like a rare thing?
Avoid the Squad Lord. Pick up a Millennial Tree Amber. Something real old. Something that, because of its age, is clearly more valuable than us. I mean, really, if you think about it, us humans here, especially, well, Xenoblade 3 humans, I should specify, not very valuable in terms of, you know, antique value. They only got a 10-year shelf life. They mold out real quick, you know. Don't leave them out of the fridge too well. Disturbingly, you could potentially see an argument for calling the what do they call it? They just call it the growth pods. Whatever they are, the cocoons. You could consider those as like a refrigerator, I guess, if you're feeling weird, which I do often feel quite weird.
Well, now ain't that a challenge?
At some point, we'll take care of the Musketeer Gulkin, and I thought this was a skip travel point. I think there's a skip travel point on top of it, but oh well. We'll get to that later. I won't do any of the Cadenzia. Again, I mentioned this before. I'm not going to do it in the Cadenzia region unique monsters, just because there's a lot to explore here, and I want to try to minimize the extra places that I need to go and explore around. I think there's like 1 or 2 areas that I gotta show off in previous regions, which those will just be in that video, so no worries there. We're back with booty. Oh, that was fast, but then what I expect. Alright, let's not waste time. Show me what you brought. Found these 3 things, but... Now wait a second. Like, rude. What I asked you for was booty of the highest value. Whichever way you slice it, there's only 1 most valuable booty, not 2, and not certainly 3. So please, pick one of them and pass it to me. What do we do? I do not believe this matters, but... how about the amber?
This is what we've picked. Get a load of that.
Oh ho! Interesting.
Yar, they be here first.
All right, beef. Taking it easy, are we?
Unlike some people, I have a more discerning eye and take my time with things. Anyway, what have you got there? A rock, is it? Ha ha ha! You reckon you'll beat me plonking down a little old rock?
Say that again.
This is what I brought. Any fool could see it's bigger.
Whoa. That is pretty big.
Oh, good choice, Captain. This local fruit is said to be jaw-droppingly delicious.
Totally true! Manana could have told you that.
That'll be a win for me, then.
Our guests are the winners, Captain.
What?
I did ask for the most valuable booty. What our guests have brought sells for 10 times more than that coconut. And while the coconut is certainly delicious, its value is only so-so.
Maybe the value is only so-so, but have you seen it? Look at the size, and it tastes fantastic. Bigger be better than smaller, says I. It's worth more in size, therefore I win.
Friend right. Taste alone make it bestest treasure.
Hey, whose side are you on, Shortcake?
Manana will not make fibs. Tell Manana what's more important than deliciousness.
Ye can't say fairer than that. I win.
No, you did not win. Just man up and accept you lost.
Captain, accepting defeat is part of being a man of the sea.
Ugh. You've really got me over a barrel here. Well played. But the next one's gonna be mine, you'll see. Come to Cape Arcafor. I'll give you a damn good thrashing.
Oh.
That man is a few screws short of 11ness.
I love Triton so much. And I do love the fact that he is never really taken seriously. There's definitely times where you can have these goofy characters, but, you know, comic relief characters, and because Triton's a side character, he can afford to just always be just real weird. We pop on into Cape Arcafor, and on our way over to the man, the myth, the legend, Kyo, who we talked to before. It's a small child. I wonder what happened to their boat. I don't know how they're getting from island to island.
It's another thing to see it for yourself, eh?
Ahoy, chums! I've been waiting. You haven't sighted Saru, have you? Saru? No, I don't think so, sorry. Curses, I knew he'd be up to his usual tricks. That's Saru. Couldn't find his way if he nailed a map to his bum. Ghost direction, is he? He's probably got himself ate up by some monsters. That's funny. Saru's gonna do this next part, but I can't help it if he's done to disappear net, can I? So it's up to me to explain the next challenge. The first group to track a certain monster and bring it down is the winner. Well, sounds quite simple. Yep, find some big footprints, follow them. Well, best of luck to you. Yeah, then let's head out. So we gotta go sniff around for some footprints. Sniff, 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 sniff. 2 sets of footprints going in different directions. I believe it is the ones on the right that we need to follow. One on the left don't lead us anywhere. Either that, or they both lead to the same place. I do not remember.
I think I could stare at that forever.
Yeah, just be cautious. Enemies here are a little bit high leveled. You can probably fight most of them off if you really get into a scrap. Apparently not. He's got one shot.
Big responsibility.
Who's our tankiest? Uni. Uni would be able to take the most hits.
Tough snuffer on our case.
And they're 10 levels higher, so it is a bit tough. And Alligos do have some pretty high attack. I don't think Moglins do. And if it cut it off because we didn't follow it initially, it totally did. Really? Really? I'm not the biggest fan of when Xenoblade makes you track down, well, tracks. Because it's just so, it's very, very finicky. Because, like, realistically, those tracks would still be there even if you haven't seen the ones before. But, it's... you gotta do things 8 times over, too. This is my... I really do like this quest. It's a very fun quest. Except for this part. Just a pain in the ass.
We might want to rethink taking on that one.
Well, we never were planning to take it on. We were entirely planning to go around it. Which we are still going to do. Gonna loop around there. Go. We can skirt around you. Really goes all the way out. Please save me, thank you.
Ahoy, guests. What's up?
What's up? We want to know what you're doing here, that's what's up.
That's no good, friends. You're supposed to be taking down that monster. Oh, did I explain that to you already?
No, you'd scuttled off somewhere, so we had to get the deets from someone else.
Well, that's no good then, is it? If you waste time here, you're gonna lose.
We followed the tracks here, you numpty.
Ah, we got more tracks here.
Oh my. We better follow these then.
Good luck, friends. You best not hang about, or the captain will sail ahead.
Always nice to see a new face.
I like how woefully unaware that guy is. Yeah, we were looking for you because you were supposed to. Oh, well, that's not.
I think I could
Basically, not my problem that I screwed up. Yeah, it is. But on we can continue to pop. Much nicer here, see? Well,
Good thing we found this.
aside from that.
They're too strong. Retreat.
Hello, Arcaphor Gogol. Of course, our target is the weakest enemy on the entire island. Because why wouldn't it be? You could focus on moi. And just keep on boppity bop 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 bop. It's very precise language. Boppity bop bop. This shouldn't be too difficult. Venom Cloud is annoying. Alright, although we didn't get poisoned, which is nice. I can pull that in. Close bind. Very nice there. Right now we're just working on getting a chain attack on up. Of course we do got Fiona with us as well. I know I should probably... Trying to figure out, because I do want to show off Triton's chain attack abilities. But I'll save that for when we're doing the side questing. Like, it would make sense if I did it. If I had it for the work going through each of our beasties that we're fighting on the way. But again, I'll explain exactly why we need to do all that in due time. I think our topplers are currently fused.
How about something like this?
We can zoom on in there and continue our work. Yeah, that's fine. I think it's a little bit better of an idea to... No. A little bit better of an idea to have your attackers go first rather than Fiona, even still. We can go with another buff, sure. Delayed healing. Not the greatest buff out there. Well, we can at least start off with a nice bravo. For a brave assault. More like a bravo assault. Got a bravo. Galactic. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh, Senate had a break. Okay. Can do as such. Zoom that along. And you know what? Let's share our buffs. Okay, it is within this chain attack. So Fiona allows you to get up to 5 different orders. Of course, you still have to, get to that point, but details. At this point, who even has our topple? Don't know. I am not sure who our toppler is. I think it's Lance. Oh, it's definitely... No! We don't have a toppler anymore. That's right. It was Lance when he was in Guardian Commander. That's what it was. Now I'm... Ah, damn it. Okay, well, that's fine. At this point, we're just here to do some extra damage. That's how it's pronounced, of course. Because we can't actually, we can't progress further. Because we're just a bunch of healers.
Yes! Now that's what I'm talking about.
Now that was a bone cruncher, eh?
Where are the others? No sign. Right, let's leg it back to the Pharaonis.
Yeah. That buffoon's going to regret making fools of us.
I do also love how easily Triton got under everyone's skin. I love Triton so much. He's a big ol' lovable goofball. But back to Colony 15 we head. And we can zoom on along. We're gonna beat him here. Gotta run.
The big lug still isn't here.
No, friends have come back before arrival of Captain. Have to say, Captain is not most punctual.
Ah! Don't tell me we're pipped to the post again.
Captain! Captain is late. Is never good thing to make guests wait.
It was a piece of cake. Maybe we should have given you a handicap.
Winners of contest are honored guests.
Man of the Sea, Triton's Triple Challenge, Part 4.
What?
The last challenge be a good old punch-up. The winner gets, what do I need?
7 points?
What he said. Good. Now, put 'em up.
Oh, this is taking the piss! It's called the Triple Challenge!
Yes, we agree for once. What happened to a man doesn't go back on his word?
You be right. He doesn't. But a man always wants more.
Ugh, this clod. What crud is he spouting now?
It's the same stuff he's been spouting from the start.
Ah, Lance!
Huh?
You better pay attention. Man of the Seas, sucker, punch!
Lance! You okay? What a bloody underhanded way to start a fight, arsehole.
Carelessness on the sea gets you killed. A man's gonna pay attention every second of every minute.
Sorry, Captain can't be stopped when he gets like this. Friends, watch out or get sucked into Captain Tornado.
A snuffing sucker punch. Now you're in for it. Playtime's over, matey!
Ah, I like you then. I take you all out at once.
I'll take you all on alongside my buddies here. So we got a nice 4-on-7 fight against Captain Triton and his crew. Focus on the smaller guys first. Oh my god, there's so many things here. What the hell? I love the combat system in this game so much because it can just be so ridiculous looking at times. Oh, I love this game. You look away from, you know, you're focused on something else for a moment, trying to say one other thing, and all of a sudden you look down, there's 7 different rings on the ground, there's numbers flying everywhere, you have no idea what's going on in the best way possible. The best way to describe this, the style of combat, the way that this game fights, is just chaos. It's just chaos all over. And it's fantastic. We have a chain attack right now. Like, how did we get to this point? Like I do get that sometimes it can seem a little bit overwhelming when you have this much stuff going on. But also, it's really fun when you at least understand enough. Like, we're getting healed all over the place. We're getting a ton of stuff going on. Like, there's a lot happening, and it's a lot of numbers. It feels like an MMORPG, which is how there's tons of stuff happening on the screen. It's a little bit difficult to digest at a glance, but once you know what's happening, it's pretty, I wouldn't necessarily say intuitive, but it's pretty reasonable to understand, alright, I can see what's going on if you actually think about it. I mean, you know, it gives you enough information that it's fine. You know, we can see. All right, we got a blaze field going on, so he's taking some AOE. We got some regen. Yeah, 2 regen fields going on, so we're taking some fairly constant. I don't actually know the rate of how regen is. We're getting a bunch of buffs on the side because that's just what having even 1 signifer does, let alone 2. Shame we don't have any topples, but it's fine. I think the only one is I don't know. Lance has a topple all Ouroboros art, but like the combat system does allow for a lot of weird stuff. Aha! That's right. He has that thing. We could do our chain attack, but I'm actually gonna wait for it to be a little bit later on so we can get a lot of XP. Because that just sounds fun. You're running, you coward! Sorry, you lily-livered! I love Titan so much, he's fun. Fun character, big old goofball. It's great. Let's just... Oh right, and he's Mobius, so we can actually use Sacred Cannon's extra effects. That's fun. Here, let's cancel into it. Oh Jesus! Hold up, defuse. Aha! There we go. Whew! That was close. We almost did too much. I'm sorry, I'm just too strong. So we can start off with that. Yeah, I could use some more buffs. Then go up to, I think Land should be fine. You can also share his buffs. Gets us close enough. Tyon should be able to top us up to a Bravo, which he is indeed capable of doing. Most of the time, the chain attack orders you can just do whenever. Fiona's is one that you really, it hurts you to do it first. So don't. Okay, this is a bit of a problem. We have a few too many healers. So I'll have to... This is 86. And I think we'll just have to do Uni. Get a bombshell blitz. Bonk. Just a cool, which gets us Tyon back, which works for me. There we go, Galactic Flight. Perfect. And we can... Yeah, we're low on buffs. I'll start with just an armor veil. Nothing big from that. And then guaranteed Bravo. Hope? Nah. I was about to say hopefully we could get a... something else. We could get an amazing, but no. Guess Bravo. Okay. I think our best bet is we could theoretically risk it and go for one more, but we'd have to get Tyon. And we might not have even gotten it because it was... I know we would have had roll match at the very least. So, maybe. I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. Ah, well.
So it's settled, right? We totally won this bloody thing.
Man, what a real mudder of a Mobius. Ugh, my aches have aches.
You've bested me. He ain't half strong.
It wasn't exactly one-on-one.
To be sure, I'd have beaten any one of ye in a fair fight. But I feel no ill will. Been a while since anyone knocked me down.
Well, I'm feeling all kinds of ill. He snuffing sucker punched me!
I have a question. If you're a Mobius, you could have transformed at any time, right? So, why didn't you do it?
Ah, young'un. Only thing I trust are these old bones and my own two fists. In a brawl, anything else kind of taints things. Besides, using anything else be no fun at all.
I feel that. I think.
Truth be told, I've been alive so long, I've clean forgot how to transform.
Oh, for sparks, don't know why I asked.
By the by, wonder if I could ask you a favor.
Come on. Think it's a bit early in our relationship for that.
If I let this get away from me now, I might not remember again. I gave up thinking ahead long, long ago, see?
Well then, what is it that you need?
Well, I want you to smash that big old shiny thing.
That's your flame clock.
Mate, do you even have a clue what you're saying right now?
I've been waiting for this moment. For that thing to disappear, see?
Are you really sure?
Yeah, tear it down, says I. Well, I'm around to watch it happen.
Here we go!
Finally, you're free, friends.
Huh.
I know it's a bit late to ask this, but are you sure this is okay?
Now, you boys and girls might not be understanding this. I've been a Mobius for a long time, seen and learnt a lot about death. The thing with death is, it doesn't care about your feelings. It just comes when it wills. Now, I've seen people who lived short but full lives. People who cling to every last bit of life. People who are only too happy to die. I've encountered so many people, I've lost count. But good or bad, they die while I carry on.
But of course that's going to happen, with the way the world is.
If I'm going to accept things just because that's how they are, then maybe I've been living too long. Watching the way they lived, I ended up thinking, wondering what fun these people could get up to if they were free. Something fun. Maybe something stupid.
Fun?
Sure. I think about Dougie, best strong man I ever saw. Or Serena, nobody loved to see like her. Gould had no equal in battle. I knew all sorts of spirited folk, but no matter who they were, the flame clock would end up being their reason for living. I wanted to do something, but not even these boat hooks could put a dent in that blasted thing.
You mean you tried to do it as a Mobius?
Aye, but nothing came of it. That's when it really hit home that I was a Mobius. I couldn't destroy the flame clock, and after a while, I just gave up. Isn't that ironic?
Man, and here I thought you were just some giant without a thought in his head. Turns out there's a bit more to you.
It be true. Getting the old noggin going is not a skill I possess. But round about the time I gave up thinking about anything, I started hearing about you lot.
About us?
Yep, some idiots going around beating up Mobius, smashing up flame clocks, things of that ilk. Need I explain any more? I knew you were the ones who could release my friends, trapped by that infernal clock.
Well, we did do that.
Indeed. I suppose you could say that us destroying the flame clock set your friends free. But that doesn't mean that your friends would have got the same lease on life as Mobius.
You don't have come out with some tripe, Four Eyes.
Four Eyes? My name is Tyon.
I be talking about in here.
The heart? You mean like feelings?
That's right, girl. It doesn't change anybody's lifespan, but in that moment, it's the bonds between us all that changed.
But you're a consul. You're telling me something's changed between you and your underlings?
I think you know the answer, boy. We be equal now, not tied to each other by time, or who be above and who be below.
Equal?
Aye, me and ye are equals. We've had a good brawl, and now there's no grudges.
So, what will you do now?
Good question. I reckon I'll find the next big beastie and beat the snot out of it. Ha ha ha! Hope you got room, kiddies.
Huh?
Didn't really think I'd be fighting Mobius. Ah, but I am a big boy. It'll be fine.
You mean... you're joining us?
Yep. I bet you feel all kinds of reassured.
I mean, you are pretty tough.
Wait. Did you forget we're Ouroboros?
And he's Mobius. You're gonna go against your own kind.
Too right. You could live 1,000 years and not get the chance to team up with Ouroboros and take a pop at Mobius. I may like an odd scrap with some tough ones, but going on some idiot adventure with them sounds fun too.
What do you think?
He doesn't seem the type to have any ulterior motives.
There's one. I've a debt to pay, and I've decided I'll pay it now. Otherwise, ye softies will get knocked down by the next breeze that comes along.
And not because you're planning on punching us when our backs are turned?
Nope. When I've a problem with somebody, I be the sort to tackle it head on.
I mean, no. You definitely punched me when I wasn't looking.
Avast with your pesky details. Come on, this is a good deal.
All right. You convinced me.
You sure?
You can't say you hate him after listening to all that.
That's true. Okay. You're on the team, Triton.
Glad that didn't take long. I like a good snappy decision, so I do.
But if you put 1 foot wrong, we're kicking you out faster than you can say Ouroboros.
Ha ha! I shan't cross my heart. Just you watch, boy. I got me own special power I can help you out with.
Oh yeah? I'll keep my expectations low.
Minute? What happened to Flame Clock?
Oops. Guess I'd better relay the tale to my men. Oh, one last thing.
Huh? What is it now?
I got feelings deep as the sea, which I like to pound into some tough enemies. Now I want to fight forever. But when I became a Mobius, that's when I realized that one human life would always have felt too short. I've lived my life in fear, worried that it was too short. But now, a quick scuffle with ye all has helped clear things up for me. I really felt alive. I'd be grateful. Thanks to ye, I can chart a new course.
Get out of here with all that, man.
Ha! You got it!
And so that completes doing it my way, getting us Triton and the Soul Hacker class. Oh boy, the Soul Hacker.
Always nice to see a new face.
Let's get into this. So, most of the time, your classes that you have are pretty similar between the hero version and the one that you get for the rest of them. Not the case with the Soul Hacker. We're first going to go over Triton's arts before doing anything else. Because I don't believe you can... I think he just always has these, yeah. So, Magnificent Fist, well, going over his. Captain Strike, pretty long recharge, but is a blowdown, ultra boost, boosts your damage dealt and taken, similar to... I forget what class. There's another class that has this. Power Layer, it's double, Parallel Punch is extra damage from the side, and Magnificent Fist will recharge your other arts when it hits, and then Final Countdown boosts damage dealt for each Soul Hacker art or skill learned. And on that. So right now, we only have 3 arts for the Soul Hacker. Draining Vacuum, which is a heal on hit, Dig, which is a attack from the side, and Double Bite, which does extra damage when canceling, and they are all Kavesi arts. So, they're all Kavesi arts, so they take time to learn. Then, we have the class skill. The only one class skill that you have by default is Soul Hack. Each unique monster that you have, each unique monster in the game that is not tied to a quest, will have either a skill or an art that it will teach you. Yes, every single one. You defeat the enemy, you will get whatever skill. And again, I'll go through those in a episode that will be uploaded probably... I'm thinking I'll upload it later on the same day that this one goes up, but still. As for your... You also have the option of the different roles, because the Soul Hacker can do a little bit of everything. It's similar to your Poppy, mainly Poppy Cutie Pie in Xenoblade 2, where it's very much... It's a very customizable thing. It's kind of mixing Poppy Swap alongside with Zenobia's Affinity Shard. Power Soul is high attack with low accuracy. Strike Soul is good accuracy and evasion. Tough Soul is some big defense, which will... It's a face tank. Dodge Soul is an evasion tank. Heal Soul will allow you to have some pretty good healing power. Well balanced Soul gives you a little bit of everything. I'm going to keep it on Power Soul for now. At rank 10, you'll be able to get Soul Hack on to just as a Master Art, so you can use other classes alongside it. You have to have one of your Ouroboros members with Soul Hack in order to defeat things, because Triton doesn't actually have it. Instead, he has his own 4 class skills. Amazing Growth, which boosts damage based on the amount of time elapsed. Very situational. Underworld Rage, increased damage dealt each time an ally is incapacitated. Can work pretty well alongside the Nipponic Champion. Recharge Cheer has a chance to keep his recharge when using an art, and Magic Transmutation boosts damage when he is afflicted by a debuff. So yeah, with us unlocking the Soul Hacker, we have a lot of things that, well, okay, by we, I mean me. I have a lot of things I need to go back and do. But when we come back to commentary on a video, we'll be starting to take care of our side quests, and I think we'll be starting off... Well, we'll do... I'll figure out by that time what I'm going to end up doing. But until then, see you guys later.